Tonight, the irresistible force meets the immovable object in one corner. The undefeated Umaga in the next. The WWE champion John Cena. Something's got to give. There can only be one. I will hit the ring with the strength of 1,000 men. Lightning will shoot from my ass. And when the dust settles, Umaga will say his first words. Blah, 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 blah. Which everybody knows is Samoan for, I just got the crap beat out of me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet, and welcome back to the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast.
God damn, oh my goodness, we are alive, we are well, we are here to bring you another little show for your ear holes, for your listening pleasure, displeasure, whatever you have. It's been a minute. It's been a it's been a time. We've between Christmas and issues with Craigbot on Discord, who is forever going to be in the fucking holding cell because he is useless. Oh my god.
Piece of shit. He's a big fat piece of shit.
The Craig arc of the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast has officially ended. That guy
is over.
He's gone. Oh, he's not over. He's buried. Get it right, brother.
Yeah. So, welcome back, everybody. We did try. We did try. We tried to be back and come back to you guys, but
multiple times. Multiple times.
Just in general, we also haven't had a lot of time, so we've been kind of trying to work around each other. But we did try. Fuck. I mean,
we're here now. That's all that matters. We're here now, baby.
That's all that really matters. Yeah, that's all that really matters. First things first. I don't know what to call him. Max, C Wheel. I don't know how to address you, bro. And Nick, newest patron, Nick.
D Rito.
Yes, our boy Nick. We've had him on the show a few times. Our boy Nick, or both of them being the $10 pledge, the highest pledge on our Patreon. So thanks to our two patrons, Nick and Max. They are in the, I think, Liberty Taker tier. I think that's what I named that. So
something like that. Look, man, it's crazy. Like first off, it's wild as fuck that at this point we even have a Patreon running. It's even more wild that we got two patrons, and even crazier, they're $10 patrons. So okay, we gotta stop taking liberties on them. Put us on the content, give them what they want.
Said this to you more. I know I've said this to you plenty of times, but I don't know if I've ever said it on the show. Just the fact that this podcast has grown so much to the point where there's already a Patreon is absolutely insane to me. The fact that this podcast is making some sort of income, it is what it is. It's
a little bit, just a smidgy.
Some sort of income. That's insane to me. It's fucking nuts. It's bonkers. I can't believe it. I had a dream and a vision and didn't think that this podcast would be here. I still expected to fly far under the radar. I expected maybe 10 listeners average, just maybe you, Nick, a few people in the Discord, maybe, but I didn't expect to have almost 1,000 total listens and be on several podcast platforms and all the shit that's happened. So it really means a lot to me.
Well, brother, man, it couldn't have happened to a nicer dude. Let me tell you. I mean, I've been here for what? I don't know, 4-5 months at this point.
Something like that,
chilling, doing the thing with my boy. It's been a hot minute. I think we've had a pretty banging time doing what we do, having a great time.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, we're just having fun, just being a couple bros talking about some bullshit, the real shit, not that fake MMA garbage. The real pro wrestling. But
pro wrestling is real and people are fake. Also, MMA is fake.
True and extra true, and and the main thing is that we're really just having fun, but it's it's becoming we're seeing fruits of our labor. I mean, it's mostly your labor. I gotta sit here and talk. You do all the other shit. But it's we're having a great time.
All right, it's still nice to see. I love it, truly, genuinely.
Should we plug our other bullshit?
Yeah, so we already mentioned the Patreon, which is patreon.com/TL Pro Wrest Pod. You can also follow the Twitter at TL Pro Wrest Pod, YouTube, Taking Liberties Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, Breaker,
Owl, whatever the hell.
Owl, so many, just
Bullhorn. Shouts out to the Bullhorn.
Yeah, just so many places you can find us. So whether you're one of our bros or whether you're from Jersey, you can check us out. Is that all the plugging we need to do?
I think so. So I think it's time for us to start talking about Impact Wrestling, April 8th, yes, 2005.
So, didn't the show started off with like a rundown, didn't it?
It gave us a bit of a recap of last week's X Division Shootout main event, which is that the tag team handicap singles matches, people get eliminated and whatever. Main thing was all about Alex Skipper being the dude because Christopher Daniels did not want to fucking fight him at all, not even a little bit, not even slightly. After all that, we get to today on commentary talking about how the director of Authority, Dusty Rhodes, has an announcement that will directly affect all participants of the upcoming Lockdown pay-per-view, which is in like 2 weeks, I think. It's like 2 weeks from now. And then we move into the opening contest, not Shawn Michaels versus Chris Sabin. I mean, I'm sorry, Michael Shane. I'll put a little respect on his name. He's not Shawn Michaels. He's Michael Shane something.
He's about to become Matt Bentley in about. Well, I couldn't give you an exact timeline, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be within the next few months.
They really be changing people's names out of nowhere. First we got fucking Dallas becoming Lance Hoyt, and then whatever the fuck. This match was actually pretty good. Pretty short, pretty sweet, pretty good match. Really just it was a showcase for Chris Sabin for the most part, but even Michael Shane got some stuff. Got the collar and elbow to start. They were really sizing each other up in the early goings. I feel like a lot of X Division matches are. A lot of quick pin attempts by Sabin that didn't really get him anywhere. But gotta wear him down, kid.
Of course.
Gotta blow him up with these quick pins, which...
Lateral press.
Oh, yeah.
Look dominant.
Yeah. Get the leg. And then, on top of all that, then Sabin does a little headlock. Tells the kid to slow it down. Slow shit down, kid.
Just slow it down, bro.
Yeah, you got the gritting the teeth, talking in his ear, whispering sweet nothing but slow it down, you little shit. He's got him a headlock, puts Shane on the mat. Shane manages to rally, gets to his feet. They go for the drop down spot, hip toss, bullshit. But Sabin just immediately puts him right back on the mat in a headlock. He said, "No, we're not doing that. Who said we're calling that spot, kid? I'm taking liberties." Shane manages to rally back to his feet again, and just absolutely yeets Sabin over the top rope. He's got
him in a headlock, and I don't know if he was going for like an acid drop or the Trish's gimmick,
Stratisfaction or whatever. Yeah,
but
wasn't that?
He just got absolutely, as you said, yeeted right onto his ass and just right out the ring.
Yeah, he said, "See you later, kid." Shane pursues him to the outside and throws Sabin around like a piece of shit all over the ringside area. I mean, opening match already got all this bullshit. I can't believe this federation. After both get back in the ring, they start trading blows. Sabin getting the better of the shot trading here, going for the up and over in the corner. But Shane manages to counter with a knee to Sabin. Very nice dropkick from Shane after launching Sabin off the ropes. This was straight up AJ Styles' spot. They just stole AJ Styles' dropkick spot. The crowd gave him a lot of heat for this. He got booed out like crazy for this. Like, damn, you stole AJ's spot? That's fucked up.
Very, very much so.
Rear naked choke on the mat by Shane, but Sabin, that boy, rallies to his feet, fighting back as the crowd's giving him the cheers. Oh, baby. Sabin shoots off the ropes into a tilt-a-whirl, head scissors, transition to a pin, gets a 2. Shane comes off the ropes, and Sabin lands a straight up Randy Orton power slam, sands the cleaning off the hands part, gives him that little... Shane gets thrown to the corner. He counters with a big boot and throws Sabin's shoulder right into the post. I still gotta wonder how the fuck you're supposed to make it sound good without crushing yourself or killing your hand.
But from that point on, the story of the match is his shoulder's fucked.
Yeah. Rolls up Sabin for a 2. Repeated. This was really cool. He used like 4 short arm clotheslines in a row until Sabin was like, I'm sick of this. Reverses into this really cool jackknife. Gets the win. Michael Shane is pissed. As I mean, I'm not blaming. I'd be pissed too if I lost like that. Super kick Sabin right in the gabagoom in the face. In his goozle. After he celebrates. But, fuck all that. Hail Sabin.
Hail Sabin. Yeah, he kicked the fuck out of him. It was a real nice super kick. And
yeah, he kicked the shit. He kicked the motherfuck out of this kid. Oh my god.
Sabin really, I don't know if Sabin just sold it really well or if he got kicked like really
that hard.
Because his head like whipped straight back. I was like, oof.
Yeah. I was like, damn, bro, that's a super kick.
Right.
After the match, we have Dusty Rhodes, the Director of Authority, with Trinity and Tracy, who are...
He cuts like a 4-minute promo here.
Yeah, saying not a whole lot.
Right.
He said a whole lot of...
He didn't say anything.
He said nothing in 4 minutes, but right. I got the gist of what he's talking about. So they're making the big announcement. Dusty says that he has something that will change the way pay-per-view is seen. He's talking about how he's gonna... he runs down the card of the show, and after great consultation and many meetings, just lots of red tape and paperwork and all the stuff. Talk with Jeff Jarrett. He says that the women and children better hide because at lockdown, baby, every match on the card will be a steel cage. Now, let me say one thing. I went to the lockdown show, and I think it was 2008 or 7, whichever one had Joe versus Angle, whichever one that was.
I think that was 07. I might be wrong.
Because that was
someone's gonna tell us if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that was the first TNA show I ever went to, and I didn't even know what the fuck TNA was back then. It just kind of spurred the moment thing, but it was sick. Nice. Regardless, every match on that card was a cage, and I was like, "Ooh, this is cool and epic and stuff." But I was like 7.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, dude. Jack. I'm not a huge fan of using the gimmick for every match on the card.
Yeah, when you do the gimmick, I mean, it's the law of diminishing returns. When you do something too much, it cheapens the impact. It's almost like Legends Night.
Yeah, we don't talk about Legends Night in the Fed around here, brother.
Yeah.
But the issue that I really have is that a lot of the matches on that card do not warrant a steel cage.
No.
I mean, legitimately, a lot of the matches do not deserve to be steel cage matches.
The same shit happened 7 years later in the WWE with the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, 3 in one night. What the fuck?
3 in one night. 2 of them didn't need it.
I still hate gimmick pay-per-views like that, where the name of the show is the gimmick match, so you're forced to use it. If you ask me, a gimmick like Hell in a Cell is something you use every few years in a fucking blood feud, not just because it's October. I fucking hate that.
They had to follow the gimmick so strictly that they made a chairs match. What is a chairs match?
What the fuck is it? Chairs only. What about a stairs match? We're talking about the tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs? Talking about the stairs match? Was that fucking Eric Rowan and Big Show?
Big Show, yes sir.
Oh baby, the stairs match, yes sir.
I how that match ended. I think
with stairs. With stairs.
I think it was Big Show that he, I don't know if he like KO punched the steps or whatever. I don't know, something stupid. And I think the stairs landed on Rowan, and he just like kneeled on him with the stairs on him.
Incredible. Fucking great. I love this shit. Moving on anyway. So after all that hullabaloo and Dusty Rhodes saying a whole lot of nothing for minutes, we move on to Chase Stevens with Andy Douglas, and Chris Candido, the Naturals, the Creator Wrestler Special.
Yes, sir.
Versus AJ Styles. And this is, AJ in the tiny pants. Oh, baby. I love this fucking, oh man, AJ Styles. And he doesn't, I think I haven't seen a whole lot of him on Impact Television for the most part.
He's used pretty sparingly. I mean, he's already treated like.
I mean, as he should. I feel like AJ Styles is not a guy you want on your show every single week because then,
Yeah, of course.
You got to keep special. But, every time I get to see AJ in the tiny pants and the hood and the sparklers and, oh, baby. I start feeling kind of... Because, a lot of people like to say that 2005 was pretty much like the year for AJ Styles. And I really can't disagree because he had some absolute ridiculous bangers in 05.
It's pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty hard. He's everywhere, doing everything.
Doing the most, that's for sure. But yeah, lots of fundamental stuff in the beginning of the match. Chase Stevens is just kind of your cut and dry run-of-the-mill wrestler. So AJ just kind of put him through the paces, do the stuff that AJ does on TV. Deep arm drags, then the patented drop kick. One match after the last match where that shit got stolen.
Yeah. But I mean, he was super hype about it still.
I mean, yeah, because it looks good, bro. It looks so good.
Oh, fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the form is just beautiful.
I agree.
An eye poke by Chase Stevens. Then they go to commercial. During the commercial, God, I fucking hate this. During the commercial, AJ does a tope to the three men he's against on the floor. Just wipes all of them out. When they come back in the ring, Stevens has Styles in a guillotine and transitions to a dragon sleeper drop onto his knee type thing. I don't know if there's an exact name. The Wizard of Oz. I don't know what the fuck he calls that.
Who knows?
Wizard of Oz. Stevens uses his advantage in the match, gaining tons of heat on AJ Styles. Snap suplex, more goading at the crowd, trying to gather more heat on him. All this bullshit and hot dogging. Oh, you're hot dogging. Allows Styles to begin to fire back, gain some momentum. Hits this super nice looking leg lariat. Shit, everything AJ Styles does is just so good. Everything looks good and everything's his own way. And I remember him talking about how he liked to do all of his moves sort of his own way. And you can really see it in a lot of his offense.
See it. Yeah, he did this one spinning heel kick in this match that just, I don't know if he was upset. What?
He fucking gave it to him. He gave it to him.
Killed this dude.
He follows up with a suplex neck breaker. So then Douglas and Candido on the outside try to distract Styles, but they don't really get anything from him until Chase Stevens manages to get Styles and hangs on the top rope and hits this really nice spine buster. He gets Styles up for a power bomb, but Styles rolls through it and lands this was super sick. So he rolls through the power bomb and sets up for a Styles clash for the win. When I was like, hell yeah, that was sick. Nothing I love more than a sick transition out of one move into the other dude's finish for the end. That's so sick to me. I love that shit.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really dope.
The only time I hate it is when John Cena did it during his U.S. title run. Every match. But anyways, after the match, Abyss enters the ring with a chair, and Styles had absolutely no clue that he was out there until he looks at the screen and is like, "Oh, Abyss is in the ring? What the hell?"
Okay, so actually, I thought it was actually pretty clever because Abyss comes up with the chair, and AJ is, like you said, he's going.
He's already on the. Bro's already half of the ring.
What does is he goes to the cornbuckle. He goes to the fucking corner turnbuckle, and he starts hitting the post with the chair. And it makes a noise, obviously, because it's metal against metal.
Oh, I didn't even hear all that.
Like, huh? Yeah,
I think. Okay, to be fair, I think Tenay and DW were going fucking nuts on commentary, so I couldn't hear it.
Oh, they were. They absolutely were. But yeah, he hit the post with the steel chair, and it made a clanging noise. AJ turned around.
Yeah, so AJ turns around. He's like, "Oh, this little bitch is in my ring. I can't believe this." But for some reason, the security team comes out and stops him for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Something, whatever. Oh, whatever. After that, America's Most Wanted, pretty much like the best team in TNA, the boys. They joined the commentary desk. I noted here in my notes that, holy shit, those tag belts are pretty. I love those tag belts.
Really nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. Tenay asks America Most Wanted, so pretty much not James. James Storm did not say a single fucking word here at all. It was all Chris Harris. But
yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't think he
James Storm did not say a fucking word the entire any of this. I don't know what the hell. But anyway, Tenay asks Chris Harris what he thinks about facing Team Canada on the 6 Sides of Steel. Harris basically says he's excited to get his hands on those annoying ass Team Canada motherfuckers in a place that's familiar territory for AMW. The Steel Cage. Yeah, USA. I mean,
this is America's Most Wanted versus Team Canada. I mean,
yeah, it's America versus Canada. You piece of trash. Yeah, don't you remember, dude? No one from what was it, Texas has ever beaten a Canadian, bro.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't think Shawn Michaels ever beat Bret Hart one time. Yeah, so that sounds correct.
Yeah, sounds about right to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have David Young and Lex Lovett. Where the fuck is Buck Quartermain versus Dustin Rhodes and Cassidy Riley?
I have 3 notes for this match.
I mean, I got one. You know me. I got the whole skinny, but you tell me what you got. You tell me what you got.
It says, next up, 2 very interchangeable fellas teaming together in Lex Lovett and David Young versus Dustin Rhodes, Cassidy Riley. It sucks because this is a match in which I don't care for a person. Even Dustin at this time clearly doesn't want to be here, and is probably just high as fuck.
Bro, Dustin was here so he didn't get fined.
The faces win when Riley reverses a powerbomb into a Rana.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those were my notes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give the skinny if you want.
Yeah, I'll give a little bit of the skinny because this match meant absolutely fucking nothing. Today this is one of those matches I feel like where the match was more in service of commentary telling us stuff. Yeah. Which I don't mind that as long as they, don't do it all the fucking time because the
match was just for AMW exposition.
Yeah, pretty much. They're just exposition for AMW. But
it was just a back.
Today, this shit was so fucking funny to me. Holy fuck. Today's talking on commentary about how Dustin is taking Cassidy Riley under his wing, whoa, because he wants to pass the torch to the future of pro wrestling. Now, man, that shit popped me because all I could think of was, damn, 15 years later, and he's in fucking AEW beating Sean Spears and Jake Hagar. So whatever, bro.
True.
Dustin outclasses both of his opponents early on because David Young and Lex Lovett don't mean shit because there's no Buck Quartermain here. God damn it.
I don't know if that's why, but...
Well, listen. Look here. Listen. You fucking... Listen. Buck Quartermain is that fucking dude. And anyone who's in the TL Pro Wrestling Discord knows that fucking Buck Quartermain is my guy. Anyone who's listening to this show knows that Buck Quartermain is my guy. Anyway, Cassidy Riley does a bunch of bullshit, distracts the referee. Dustin uses Shattered Dreams, super babyface move. Very cool. Very babyface.
Very babyface indeed.
Kicking the dude straight in his nads. Riley tags in, cuts off Lovett and Young's momentum that they were trying to build. The double team, so Rhodes comes in, clears Lovett from the ring. Frankensteiner for the pin. A quick match that only served AMW being on commentary to promote their match with Team Canada. Yep. That's what the match was. It's bullshit, but what can you do? After that, we have Tenay. This whole thing was so crazy, bro. This whole promo. Mike Tenay, the professor, is in the ring to interview Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett's fit. Oh my god. Jeff Jarrett was wearing a pink shirt and white pants, looking like Kanye West or something. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna drop fucking late registration after this. God damn. Whoa. Walking through the ring, he absolutely shoulder checks Tenay like a fucking bastard. Could not believe he assaulted Tenay like that. But it's okay because Tenay gets his back. Let me tell you.
I love whenever Mike Tenay is interviewing Jeff Jarrett. He just always looks so fucking annoyed and pissed. And
yeah, he's just hostile towards him. I love it.
You're such a sleazeball bastard. Like, how do you
piss off Tenay?
Right. It's just like, he's just like, how do you have this belt? You're such a fucking
sleazeball, scumbag, piece of trash.
And now you've corrupted fucking Monty Brown. Like, what are you on about, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Tenay says that Dusty Rhodes seems to be one step ahead of Jarrett, since the match will be a lethal lockdown. Oh, yeah. Tenay, this was the fucking best part. Tenay literally gets all up in Jarrett's face and is like, listen, look here.
Look here, listen.
Yeah, he tells him that his team will have nowhere to run. You're not going anywhere because your opponents have got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. We have the playtime. Jarrett gets very visibly upset and starts reminding him that he is the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. And then he goes on to compare himself to the Yankees, the Bulls, and the New England Patriots.
Yep, because he's a dynasty.
Yeah, he's a dynasty, all right. He says that he's even greater than any of them are. Sure. Then he goes on to say that his opponents for Lethal Lockdown won't even make it because, as he says, the best defense is an even better offense. He's already taken out Kevin Nash with his goons, and now he's targeting Sean Waltman and DDP. Basically, he's saying that he will fire the second shot, and it will be violent. Yeah, violent. Hell yeah. Speaking of violent, DDP then just suddenly appears from behind and just fires off on Jarrett with a big boot and a spinning lariat. Shouts out to Big Rig John Huber. He then stomps a whole entire mud hole in Jarrett's ass. This is what I wrote. A whole entire mud hole.
Not even half of one?
A whole entire mud hole. Baby. Oh my goodness. The Outlaw, Kip James, Bill Gunn, Ass Man, whatever you want to call him. Cultured Will. Comes to save, but DDP had that motherfucker clocked. He knew he could smell him. He sent that bitch right over the top rope to the floor, and that was pretty much the end of that. Really good promo. Really got over Jarrett as an absolute bastard, and Tenay really showed me some real fire. You know, getting all up in Jarrett's face, telling him a bitch ass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. We stand a king. That's for true.
Damn right.
So then Elix Skipper's backstage with whoever the fuck, producer A. When
guy,
dude, bro.
Right.
When Chris Daniels approaches him, asking if are you sure you want to have this match, bro? Are you sure you want to step to me, brother?
And then Elix is like, yeah, I want to have it. He's like, because I don't know if you're thinking this one. And then that is the running gimmick from this. And then it basically ends with Daniel saying, well, if you're so sure you want this match, then I'm going to beat you. And then Skipper walks away laughing.
Yeah. Fucking Daniel's all like, I'm the better half of Triple X, and you don't want to be the guy to lose 2 cage matches, and you suck, and I'm the best, and I'm Chris Daniels, and I'm the fallen angel, and you can suck my cock. Yeah. That's pretty much into that.
Pretty much.
And then the main event. Yeah. Kid Cash. I fucking hate this whole story. Kid Cash versus Apollo.
Kid Cash accompanied by his cock shirt.
Yep. I thought this guy hated gay people. What's this?
Oh, well, you know.
Are we seeing a slow build to a face turn where he apologizes for being a weirdo? Probably not.
Only.
Match starts with Kid Cash trying to collar an elbow with Apollo, which I don't know why the hell he thought this was a good idea, because Apollo just threw him like a piece of paper. He said, fucking get out of here, you weirdo. Cash, like a young girl, kicks Apollo in the shin.
Yep.
Hits the ropes, gets caught into a military press slam. Again, I don't know what the hell this guy's thinking. Cash powders out to Lance Hoyt, and they're like, oh shit, that sucked. He re-enters the ring, shoots off the ropes. Apollo goes for a lariat, but it's ducked. Cash powders right back out again. They go to commercial. Whoopee. After commercial, Cash is on the apron and hits Apollo, and then somehow... it's so fucking... I hate the... This is another example of shitty officiating and Impact right here. He manages to somehow distract the referee, who is blatantly looking, so that Hoyt can get some shots in on Apollo. Like, he was literally just looking at that.
No,
I was like, what the fuck?
Absolute nonsense. Like, okay, so the referee goes over the ropes and is looking outside. He sees Lance Hoyt touch Apollo, and then
he's literally tagging him.
And then Kid Cash like gets on the apron, yanks the ref over to the corner, and like has to try and distract him. But he already saw the interference at that point. It's so fucked. I hate it.
Man, this match should have been thrown out right here. I don't know what the hell is happening. But after all that bullshit, this match was dead before it started, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I hated this match.
After all this schmoz, Hoyt throws Apollo back in the ring. Cash goes for a pin, but is literally thrown off like a kid. Apollo using that power, as he should. I mean, if you're going to have a guy like Apollo, he should be doing power moves to smaller guys like this for sure. The two of them start trading shots, but Cash gets Apollo back on the mat somehow and continues to work his leg after that he kicked at the very start of the match. Repeatedly kicks his knee and his hamstring. Really working those legs over on the big guy. Pretty basic strategy. Apollo manages to make his way back to his feet. Shows some signs of life, like a real baby face. He's got the fighting spirit. Every time Cash tries to gain the big advantage, he just comes right back. Cash tackles Apollo's like for a big takedown. And then, for absolutely no reason, Dusty Rhodes suddenly joins the commentary table. And Cash...
That was super weird.
I don't know why. This is so random. Cash goes to the top rope for a moonsault, but gets caught by Apollo into a power slam. That looked pretty sick. Cash recovers, tries to garner some more offense, but is, again, cut off by Apollo. Just cannot do anything against this guy. Set up powerbomb by Apollo with 10 seconds left on the clock here. The Fox Box. And as the referee goes to count the pin, Hoyt pulls the ref out, leading to a disqualification. So, basically time right now, and there's a DQ. Schmaz, whatever the fuck. The entire thing just... After all this, the whole thing just completely breaks down. At this point, Sonny Siaki comes down to the ring to assist Apollo because this is straight bullshit. Siaki throws a chair into the face of Hoyt, and then he picks up that chair and throws it at Cash's face. Beamed him. Cash... I love this shit. Cash tries to call a timeout because there's timeouts in wrestling, baby.
I love when
heels do that. Like, yeah, what do you think's gonna happen, bro? Siaki just starts beating the piss out of him even more, and the heels manage to just kind of come back on him, and then the brawl starts going crazy until they start losing again, and then they cut backstage during this brawl to another brawl where Kevin Nash is being attacked again by the Naturals and Candido, but this time Big Daddy Cool Man Sexy Guy Choo Choo Diesel Guy manages to fight off his assailants, and the show goes off the air because they are out of fucking time.
Out of time? They gotta go.
Yeah, that's for true.
So
it's a pretty okay show. That main event was pretty booty cheeks, but what can you do?
Yeah, it sucked. Hated it. It was real boring too.
Yeah, can't wait for this tag team 6 sides of steel match between Apollo, Siaki, and Cash and Hoyt. Oh boy. I'm looking, I'm really, they really got my pay-per-view dollar with that one. Woo!
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was Impact Wrestling for April 8th, 2005. We got another week or two until lockdown. Hopefully
we'll actually upload it, weekly. This is still a weekly podcast despite current recent events.
Despite many recent events. Yeah, but yes, Hopefully now that Craig can no longer take liberties on us, we can take liberties on all of y'all and give you the damn goods. So, this month, our blast from the past, brother, this year was, well, it's January, and in January people like to come up with New Year's resolutions, lose some weight, stop smoking, spend more time with the kids. Stuff like that. Stuff that no one ever does.
Right.
So we thought, fuck a resolution. How about a little revolution? We're looking at WWE New Year's Revolution. Not 2006, but 2007.
Yes, sir.
Everyone talks about Edge cashing in the first Money in the Bank on John Cena, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, but that show fucking sucked. That show sucked. So we thought, we're taking what we're doing best. We take liberties. We do what we want. So now we're looking at 2007, which is capped off with that, or not capped off, but, it's that show where Triple H blew out the fucking shit out of his quad.
Yeah. That should have been the main action.
It should have been, because the main event was not nearly as good.
Remember the semi-main? That came after blowing out his quad.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the breather match.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. I feel so bad for that. So anyway, looking at New Year's Revolution 2007, the classic Raw presents all that good stuff, that nostalgic weird voice. The opening match of this show was a steel cage, coincidentally. It was Johnny Nitro with Molina versus Jeffrey Harvey, the Intercontinental Champion, for his damn strap. This was a pretty fun match. This was a hard hitter. Really showcased what late 2000, like 2005 to early 2008 Intercontinental Championship scene was fucking all about.
Yep,
that whole scene was so good. Oh yeah, it did. That cage match, that's the goddamn collar and elbow. That's a good shit.
Really showing off what the IC scene
was all about.
2008 was all about. Yes, sir.
Baby. Yes, sir. Johnny Nitro quickly takes the advantage in this match, landing lots of big hits on Hardy until he decides to counter with this big ol' Irish whip into the corner. 10 corner punches into the catapult leg drop gimmick that he does. The Elijah experience. Yeah. Really cool springboard roundhouse by Nitro. Absolutely smashed Hardy in the face. I was like, damn, bro, that's really good. Hardy manages to get to his feet, tries to climb the cage, but is cut off by Nitro, who mounts lots of cage-based offense. Mm-hmm. See, that's the one thing that modern wrestling is missing. We need the cage-based offense. I want to see dudes get their fucking face ground into the link. I want to see dudes get their heads slammed into the cage. I don't want to see those fucking. We're gonna do rest hold spots in the cage.
They're not gonna gig in the Fed if you see that.
Well, yeah,
I mean they'll gig in other Feds, but they're not gonna gig in the Fed.
Any other place but the Fed, they would gig in a cage match because that's the point of a cage match. Anyway. Nitro tries to escape the cage immediately after, but Hardy climbs up after him, gets a few kicks to the face, then drop kicks him. So Hardy pulls him down, kicks him in the face a couple of times or some shit, drop kicks him back into the cage. Hardy gets whipped into the corner, but quickly jumps up to the ropes, real cat-like shit, jumps pretty much immediately to the top of the cage, but gets caught for an escape. And honestly, if this were for shootsies, Jeff was gone. He was gone. He was gone. There's no conceivable way that Nitro would have caught him if Jeff hadn't sat or actually just planked on the top of the cage for 4 whole seconds waiting for Nitro to come get him.
Yeah.
Oh man. But it looked cool anyways.
Yeah.
So then Nitro tries to escape, but Jeff is on the top rope with him, and he does this really nice Russian leg sweep from the top rope. Which, fuck yeah. We see more of that. Jeff tries to climb up the cage from the corner, but Nitro literally mounts Jeff's back with his knees and then climbs over his shoulders to get to the top of the cage, and then does this fucking insane sunset flip powerbomb from the top of the cage to Jeff. And whoa, holy shit. I honestly thought at first that Nitro broke his ass cheeks. But after a couple of replays, I realized that he kind of landed on his feet a little bit first, but I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that was real fucked.
That was really fucked. So then Nitro manages to recover and climbs up the cage, but catches himself up in the top grating. I don't know. This looks so bad. I get what they were going for, but shit, this looks so bad.
Yeah, if you've ever seen like you're talking about when his legs were caught, right?
Yeah, when his legs are caught in like the cross beams of the top of the cage.
If you guys have ever seen what do they call it in the games? It was like a spider suplex, or whatever.
Yeah,
it was a German from the top facing a backed opponent, and you would do a German, and then you'd hook your legs under the turnbuckle. Hold yourself up.
Basically like a tree of woe. He was in a tree of woe in the cage.
You put yourself in the tree of woe. Yeah.
Except in this situation,
he put himself in the tree of woe.
Nitro literally did this to himself.
in these steel beams. Yeah, he did it to himself.
What's even worse is that the way that it was done, I feel like Nitro's calves were getting crushed. Because,
I imagine so.
Like, fuck, dude. So Nitro gets all fucking messed up in the grating for no reason. He just kind of lingers upside down for a bit, kind of just stuck there. Hardy tries to climb, but Melina uses her studded leather belt to kind of like whip Hardy's fingers through the cage.
And screams while she does it.
Yep. Yeah, she's at him. You know, classic Melina shit. Yes, sir. So then, oh my god, Hardy goes for a swanton on Nitro, who gets back to the mat. Nitro uses the rope to escape the pin in a goddamn cage match. Oh my god, you and I had to literally pause because of how much an uproar this caused us.
My note is Jeff does a swanton bomb and pins Nitro, and there's a fucking rope break. What the fuck?
Man, look, it's cool and all if like... Actually, it's not fucking cool and all, but for the sake of argument, it's cool and all to have like weird rules in a cage match, like, you know, like in the Fed, it's escape the cage or whatever, where in most cases you're supposed to stay in the goddamn cage. But this is a cage match. No disqualifications is the name of the game, yet we have rope breaks. What?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense, considering the fact that these guys were doing moves on the ropes and between the cage and involving the ropes. So if there was a rope break here, then the refs have counted all those other things.
Yeah,
so
like, I don't know what the fuck.
This one thing just made everything inconsistent and really sucked.
Yeah. After that, we got repeated bump and feeds from Nitro into a really nice back body drop.
Got pretty good height on that, yeah.
They got really good height. Hardy and Nitro end up on the top rope in the corner together. Hardy tries to do this twist of fate, but just gets dropped by Nitro. He's like, I'm not taking that. What the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah. No.
Nitro climbs over the top of the cage while Melina's pretty much covering the door so that Jeff, who was crawling towards it, couldn't get out. But Jeff grabs the ropes and does that little catapult drop kick gimmick, and literally just he launches Melina like a sack of shit, and crotches. Nitro gets crotched on the door. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen this spot before.
Yeah. The first thing that comes to mind, me thinking of this spot, is I'm pretty sure X-Pac did it. That's the first time, or that's like the first thing I think. Spot.
Yeah, it was a cool spot. But basically, this allowed Jeff to escape and retain his championship, despite the fact that Nitro, by all means, could have just fucking jumped down at any moment.
Yeah, he was hanging by his balls, man.
Yeah, bro, literally got crushed. Bro, I probably say this every goddamn episode. I do not know how the fuck you crotch yourself without actually just wrecking your nads, bro.
Yeah, that's the one wrestling thing I still don't understand. Like, I understand gigging, bump and feed, structuring a match roughly. I don't understand
how you crotch and not just wreck your nuts.
Yourself, dude. I don't get it.
Fucking
I
Christ.
just don't get it. Do you like hit the inside of your thigh and hope it catches? Or, like,
Are you trying to land in the between? Are you trying to land in your ass cheeks? Like, what are you doing?
aiming for your gooch? Like, what's the deal here?
Yeah, but if you got fat nuts, it doesn't matter if you're going for the gooch, brother.
I mean, that's true. So I don't understand. I don't understand the deal here. I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither, man. But anyways, this is a pretty good match besides some of the weird bullshit like the collar and elbow and the rope break. But otherwise, it was a good time. Backstage, we have the boys, Rated RKO. Oh shit! You were talking. You said to me while we were watching, like these dudes were not together very long, but they had a humongous impact on like
I think
people's memory of tag team wrestling.
9 months, and everyone remembers them very fondly.
I mean, shit, I remember them very well.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. They weren't together for very long.
Yeah, I think that well, yeah, I think around the time WrestleMania came around, they were broken up. But
yeah, and I was even saying I loved how in games after they came to be, I guess, they, even if they weren't a tag team in the games, you could put them together, and even if they're Tron, or even if the Rated RKO theme and Tron weren't in the game itself, if you put them together, they were still a team with their gimmick, and it was real cool. I always thought that was real fun.
yeah, that's like good shit right there. Those are the Easter eggs, wrestling fans. Look, bro. Quick aside: pro wrestling games in the year 2020 suck.
Yeah.
So here's hoping that Ukes gets that AEW game right, because Lord knows that the wrestling community needs it severely. If I see another goddamn Battlegrounds or 2K, whatever the fuck, or whatever, I'm gonna lose my goddamn marbles. Okay? And I mean it. I ain't even got marbles left to lose. I'm gonna lose them. So then, moving on, we had a tag team turmoil match to determine the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championships. This match started with, oh baby, the Highlanders, and my personal, just me, my personal favorite tag team of all time, the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. Oh yes, sir.
So we got the Highlanders, Rory and Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah, like this world's greatest tag team. Haas, Shelton Benjamin, and Charlie Haas.
Yep. Haas, doing pretty much the amateur wrestling thing, just completely working over whichever one of the boys was in the ring with him. It doesn't fucking matter. These dudes didn't stay in here long.
Yeah.
Benjamin tags in, body slams Rory onto Haas's knee, which looked super awesome. Shelton then continues to work Rory over with this really good, I think it was a butterfly stretch.
Yeah, the whole thing just leads to a Robbie comeback.
Yeah, hot tag with Robbie. Bro, there are so many hot tags in this match. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hot tag with Robbie getting some work on Haas and Benjamin. Then Robbie goes to the top rope for an assisted move of whatever the fuck it was going to be. But Benjamin completely cut that shit off, said, hell no, kid. Gets up top with him for a superplex and gets rid of his bitch ass. The Highlanders are eliminated. Want to talk about who the next team were?
Okay, so we have the next team of Super Crazy.
Yeah.
Which already is like, kind of weird, kind of
but
wild.
Cool. We'll be cool. It's super crazy cool.
Super Crazy is legit. Like he was one of my guys back in the day. So I loved me some Super Crazy. But his partner was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah. So why? Do you know why?
No, but I do know that in late 2006, early 2007, Duggan was working shows for the Fed on Raw, so maybe just needed to check.
I guess so. Just bodies in the match, huh?
Yeah, there wasn't much to this. There wasn't much to this segment of the match.
I don't remember if these guys were a thing or if this was just bodies for the match.
Who knows? Basically, Duggan gets worked over until he hot tags the Super Crazy. Crazy goes wild on Haas, but gets cut off by Benjamin. Pretty much the same story as last time. Haas with a German suplex bridge and Super Crazy to eliminate the team. Oh, man. Look, bro, we don't get paid by the fucking hour. Let's get the hell out of here, brother. I don't blame them.
They were on the show. That's good enough.
Yeah, they got the pay-per-view pay, baby. The next team to come out were Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade. And oh, hell yeah, just a couple of Southern boys. No, boys for a long time. That's for true.
Them boys.
We've been boys. Yeah, that's for true. Murdoch and Cade pretty much take control of the Warner. Benjamin and Haas at this point are fucking gassed because they've wrestled like 2 other teams at this point. And they're like, oh, whatever, dude. They're working him over. Benjamin's getting bumped around like a sack of rocks. Like gets countered into it. He counters a vertical suplex from Murdoch into a neck breaker. That was pretty cool. I always love to see stuff like that. This is when they get the hot tag to Haas. Hell yeah. Charlie Haas clears the ring as you do in a hot tag. Gets Murdoch into this really... What do you even call this leg submission? It was like a elevated calf killer thing. I can't remember what the shit's called.
The Haas of Pain.
Is it the Haas of Pain? Okay. Well, I've seen other people do it, and I've just never heard a name for it. But, that's fucked up. It's my favorite team. I don't even know the name of the move. That's fucked up. Fake fan. Cade does this top rope elbow forearm thing, and Murdoch pins Haas. Broke my heart a little bit, but I knew it was coming. Because the world's greatest tag team in 2007 is not the world's greatest tag team.
True. Just to backtrack a little bit, I actually have a story about that House of Pain. So I remember one time I was with my dad, and we were out shopping with his friend, and she had a son who was into wrestling. And this was around 2007 actually. Do you know the show House of Pain by Tyler Perry?
I'm aware of it, but I've not seen any of it.
So we were out. I don't remember where we were, but we saw some wrestling shit in a store. It's probably Walmart or Target. Saw some wrestling shit, and I remember talking to the dude, and we were talking about Charlie Haas, and I remember saying House of Pain or something like that. One of us said it. And I remember his mother came up. She was like, House of Pain? Like, I love that show. And I was like,
oh, no.
So that's how I've always remembered the name of that. Every time I think about Charlie Haas, I think about that story. Yeah.
That's great shit.
So, there's my story.
Yeah, so, that's good stuff. So... World's greatest tag team are eliminated because they're not even the world's greatest tag team in 07.
Mm-hmm.
Next team to come out. Yo. Pavavodian, check yo rolly. It's crime time. Oh, hell yeah.
Sir.
This is the shit. I love me some crime time. Even back in the day, I was a huge mark for these dudes because they were just so fucking funny and entertaining.
They definitely should have held a belt. It's a shame that they didn't.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Cade and Murdoch with a double team high-low on JTG, who has to use the ropes to escape the cover, which is like immediately I'm like, damn, okay, that's odd. Sure. I guess because it's kind of like their finish or whatever, I suppose. Murdoch and Cade are cheating up a massive storm. To maintain. They're cheating like fucking crazy behind the ref's back to maintain control over crime time, which I mean that kind of makes them look good, I suppose. Get some heat. JR and King note that the referee is having a really hard time keeping control of the action, and that he's been in a position multiple times.
Sucks when the commentators have to call out how bad the ref is at his job.
Yeah, they're doing it for us.
True.
Shad dodges a high-low and gets Cade up into the fireman's carry. GTG comes in to do the neck breaker on Cade while Shad does a Samoan drop, so they win. Fuck yes. Crime time are the number 1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championships, as they should have won them.
Yeah.
Should have won them at WrestleMania, kid. But whatever. So then we go backstage to a classic Vince McMahon and John Coachman promo. Oh boy, here we go. Vince is reading some tabloid or some shit about, wouldn't you know it, Donald Trump and his number one rival in the world, Rosie O'Donnell.
WWE Hall of Famer.
Yes, WWE Hall of Famer, number 45, Donald Trump. Yes.
You know, I've never forgotten the goddamn Rosie O'Donnell theme from this gimmick here.
You know what's funny? I've seen clips of the Rosie O'Donnell Donald Trump match thing that they did, but I've never actually seen like the entrances. But I know the shit was super distasteful.
The theme for Rosie O'Donnell is like da 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 da. I've seen it on like other commercials and shit, but this was the first time I'd heard that. Huh. And then
I'm surprised they didn't do the fucking the trumpet sounds or some shit. Right. Like damn.
The Rosie or the Donald Trump theme was actually the theme that they used for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
The money.
Oh yeah, they've been reusing that shit forever.
Oh yeah, but that was it.
You know, money. Yeah, so Vince is reading this tabloid talking about Donald Trump and Rosie O'Donnell's rap beef, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I wish I had a rap, but I'm this so good. Vince wants to resolve the problem by having Donald Trump wrestle Rosie O'Donnell tomorrow night on Raw. Coachman, like ever, sucks the shine off of Vince's cock. And is just like, yes, that's a great idea, sir. Yes, sir, we'll do that, sir. So then Coachman leaves the office, and wouldn't you know it, because it's 2007, Ron Simmons comes up to Coach, and you know the rest. I ain't gonna tell you what happened. You already know.
Shit, I'll do it. He comes up to Coach. You know, he hits the damn. And that
was pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll give you a round of applause for that. Holy shit. Kenny Dykstra, that guy from Worcester, Mass. Shout out to my Massachusetts boys. New England forever. Even if I fucking hate it here. Kenny Dykstra comes to the ring to cut a promo on old bag of bones, shitty ass, worst bitch Ric Flair.
Old bitch. Yeah.
You old piece of fucking shit. Yeah. Cuts a promo about Ric Flair, talking about he's old and shitty and smells like corn or something. I don't know. He cues up a video of Rick getting fucking murdered by Rated RKO on Raw the previous week on Raw. Bloodied up, head bashed in. I was honestly surprised that Ric Flair didn't come out here for this match with a goddamn the giant band-aid on his forehead. That's like the Ric Flair thing. Like the DDP is a DDP waist tape and the Ric Flair band-aid.
He was wearing his red tights though, his patented red tights, so you know he was gonna lose.
Yeah, damn, that's fucked up. So we have Ric Flair and Kenneth Dykstra. Kenny Dykstra straight up stole. Like, I think Dykstra actually, like, raided Shelton Benjamin's gear bag, like, a few days ago or something, and brought it to Sandra, the seamstress, and was like, can you put a KD on the crotch on these?
But he also stole one of Ric Flair's robes. Like,
yeah, he actually, like, literally just stole one of Ric Flair's robes.
Yeah, he put Dykstra on the back of this? She's like, okay.
I guess. Ain't this one of Rick's? Don't worry about that. Do we pay you to worry about these things? No.
Right.
Do it.
Seam it, right.
Seam it, bitch. See this.
It's great though, from all I've seen.
Yeah, for sure. Dykstra pulls Flair out of the ring under the ropes and suplexes him on the goddamn floor. Like, bro, this dude's like in his 50s. Why are you doing this to him?
This is just a Ric Flair match in 2000. You know, it's slow
pace. Yeah.
Flair takes a bump on the outside, like you said. He takes a lot of bumps in general, I guess, but
for a guy his age, he should not be taking this many bumps.
And then he chops. Like that's a Flair match in 2007. He bumps and then he chops.
Woo! Wait, we were talking about during this match, like you gotta be like a certain type of person to be able to woo.
I can damn, but I can't woo.
You can damn, but I can, and I can woo. You gotta have that. It's just about the vocal cords, or maybe it's gotta be built a certain way.
Yeah, I guess
It's be built different to do certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, more suplexes, chops. Dykstra puts on one of the most polite Boston Crabs I have ever seen in my entire life. This thing was so polite.
Oh my gosh, this Boston Crab was like
so bad.
Ric Flair could have just extended his legs. Like
bro, Kenny was in one of the deepest squats of 2007.
Deepest. It was almost ass to the floor.
He was dude. Dykstra was squatting like an Eastern European.
Legit, the only thing between the mat and his ass was Ric Flair's legs. But like,
for real, it was so bad.
Boston Crab ever.
It's not even Dykstra's fault.
And it's not. But Ric Flair was like partially on his side. So
like, oh man, this thing looks horrible.
Yeah,
and then so they're like pretty close to like one of the corners of the ring, but Flair in his infinite wisdom, because he's gotta milk this shit for everything it's fucking worth, he decides, instead of crawling to the ropes on either his left or right immediate sides, he's going to crawl all the way across the goddamn ring to get to the ropes to get out of this. When like we said, he could have just as easily extended his knees and Dykstra would have lost him.
He could have. I mean, like I told you when we were watching, a lot of the time Ric Flair likes to just make it harder on himself. Whenever he was in a submission, oftentimes the figure four, he would, instead of reaching for the bottom rope, he would reach for the middle rope and just make it harder on himself for whatever reason. That often accompanied him tapping at the same time.
Pretty much. So he gets to the ropes. Dykstra with some Shane McMahon looking shoot punches.
Yeah,
which really wakes Flair up. He's feeling fire. I'm fired up. He's fucking fired up. He's fired up. He chops back a few times until they start trading blows. What's up with the fucking punching, bro? Everyone's trading blows. Goddamn. It's not even New Japan. Dykstra.
You better fucking enjoy it because no one fucking punches anymore. This was the last era where people punched.
Well, yeah, you told me the story about how Ric Flair used to punch a string until it wouldn't move to work on his punches.
So that he could. Years.
That's crazy.
Every day for 3 years, he would punch a string as hard as he could until it didn't move, so he could perfect his wrestling punch. So he could punch somebody as hard as he could, but miss them just enough.
All right, so how instead of a string, I just use you forehead and I start punching the shit out of you until you don't flinch.
Wrestling. What the hell happened to this business?
What happened to this business that I love and I live for and I bleed?
Hard that I live. I love it. I eat and breathe it.
Yeah, but true. That's fucking absolutely true. Dykstra in his infinite youth gets the better of it and goes for a figure four, but gets cradled. Really wish it ended here, but it was only a 2.
Only a 2.
Flair mounts some offense, chops, woo, punch, woo, chop, woo. Some reason tries to go to the top rope. Ric Flair gets completely fucked for trying. Dykstra just like, nah, dude. I don't know what you think you're doing, my guy. Flair manages to get a figure four in on Kenny, but he manages to get to the ropes. I really, for a second, thought that they're about to do the Sean Spears spot where he like wigs out or something and he gets pinned. I really thought it was gonna happen. I was like, oh shit.
They were milking the hell out of this figure four.
Bro, they're on this figure four for like 4 minutes.
Yeah, they were milking the
God,
fuck. He really should. I mean, I have been put in a figure four.
There's no fucking way anyone's sitting in that shit for minutes.
Nah.
That shit hurts for real. That is for shoot pain. Hurts.
Yeah, they milk this shit forever. Like even if you apply it correctly, it hurts like hell, and if you apply it incorrectly, it hurts like hell.
It just hurts.
So, right, it just hurts. So I don't know how the fuck they did this.
Kenny gets to the ropes. Unfortunately, Flair continues more offense with chops and strikes. Woo! But Kenny gets a sneaky low blow because he's the third dirtiest player in the game. And he cradles Rick for the victory, and this match meant absolutely fucking nothing.
Deadliest move in the game, small package with the fucking roll up.
Yeah, that's for true. Backstage, Johnny Nitro's icing his shoulder and his nuts. Hell yeah. Love that. He's in the trainer's room. Melina comes up to him. He tells her to go call big old Joey Mercury so that he can take on the Hardys. I gotta beat these Southern boys and just you know. And she leaves the trainer's room and runs into Victoria, who...
Wait. Didn't they just do this match a month prior?
Which match? The Hardys against the...
Yeah, because the month before this was December to Dismember, which I was at.
Did they do that there? I wasn't... You gotta fucking tell me, bro. I didn't watch that pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was the first match on the card.
Well, weren't they also at Armageddon 2006 in that Fatal 4-Way where Joey's face exploded?
Shit, probably.
So that was the same month.
Was that 2006?
Yeah, that was Armageddon 2006.
Fuck, but yeah, I know that they were in the gimmick. So I don't really understand.
I don't know, dude. Joey Mercury and Jeff Hardy have been fighting for literally like 4 months at this point.
I might have my time mixed. Wait, let me look up December to Dismember. I swear it was 2006. It might be.
While you do that, I'm gonna talk about what happens here with Melina. She runs into Victoria in the hall, who, respectfully speaking, I am looking at very respectfully because she would kill me.
Yeah, definitely 2006. So a month before they ran that match in December of 2006, and they're just gonna run it again.
That's all they got, bro.
Yeah,
that's all they got. Victoria.
Also, that was supposed to be their last time teaming together. That'll be my final interruption. But that December to Dismember match was supposed to be the last time teaming together, separate brands, and they came together for that match to defeat the Hardys. Okay, it's fucked.
Doesn't matter because the Fed doesn't give a fuck about any of their own continuity because you're not supposed to remember that, kid. Don't you know that? Slow it down. Slow down that brain of yours. You're not supposed to remember anything. Wrestling fans are stupid. Don't you know that?
I guess they succeeded because I can remember this shit from
14 years ago.
A long time ago, but I can't remember anything that happened in the last 5 fucking years.
I can't remember anything that happened in the last 5 days.
I mean, that's for true.
It's fucked up out here.
That's a whole different issue, you know?
It's 2021, dude. It'll be better. It's okay. So, if you'll let me fucking talk, you jabroni.
Yeah, you were looking respectfully at Victoria, bro.
Damn straight I was. We were both looking fucking super respectfully at her.
She had little to mess with.
Yeah, she ain't no bitch to mess with. Oh my god, bro. The theme song, the go. And oh my god, the whole Victoria everything. Oh my god.
I mean, it's not the tattoo theme, which is goated, but
look, it's okay. It's all good. Victoria in general is goated. Okay, Victoria is I mean, I told you that like my top 4 women's wrestlers of all time in no certain order were Trish, Lita, Mickey, and Victoria. Easy clap, no question.
I think you're throwing a Paige in there.
Oh yeah, and Paige was my number 5. Paige is number 5, but you know that's just you know. Yeah. Basically, Victoria's in the hallway. Sees Melina. She's got that little list of all the people she's been beating the piss out of, including Tori Wilson and Candice Michelle and Maria and all the other, you know, women, divas. Call whichever you want. Divas. Go to WWEDivas.com to see this week's Babe of the Week. Or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I actually noticed that when Lilia Garcia was announcing, it had WWEDivas.com right in her name. I was like,
bro, that's fucked up. That's a woman. Right. She wants Victoria. God damn. Victoria wants to team with Melina. She's being a crazy lesbian. Starts smelling her hair. Starts being weird with her. You know, typical 2006, 2007 WWF.
I genuinely forgot that she had this crazy.
Well, I mean, if Mickey James can't do it, then you know.
Because I really thought that she ended up getting away from the gimmick before she left to TNA and everything. But no, she really had it the whole time. That's crazy.
Well, that's because I never put any real goddamn respect on Victoria, but I'm here right now to tell you that I will. Because, god damn.
Her finish alone is...
Yeah, the Widow's Peak is sick. I don't know how you don't break someone's neck every single time you do it.
Me either. But it
or
looks
their knees.
Cool. Right. It looks great. That's all I care about.
Oh, for sure. So the next match on the card, we had Victoria versus Mickie James for the women's championship. Mickie James is the champion here. Victoria and Mickie do some wrestling things, and then Mickie gets dropped face first into the barricade by Victoria. To which Victoria then takes this opportunity to kind of shit talk, get up in Lillian's face a little bit, because for some reason she's got beef with literally every single woman in this entire goddamn company. Yeah. For some reason. Back in the ring, Victoria goes for a middle rope moonsault, does not land it. Mickie, with a flurry of punches, sends Victoria to the floor. At this point, Melina comes down, tries to attack Mickie. Mickie goes for the Mickie DT. Fucking name. But Melina grabs her leg. At this point, Maria and Candice Michelle come down to stop Melina. Fucking completely, stop her from messing up the whole thing and whatever. Which allows Mickie to pick up a victory after she reverses something or other from Victoria into a satellite Mickie DT. Just crushes the crown of her head. God damn. This match wasn't very long and not a whole lot happened, but the finish was really cool. But this is typical women's wrestling time for 2007. They don't get no fucking time. I know they could have done so much more, especially these two. They could have done so much.
Could have.
Different time. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
So then we move on to, which is easily the match of the night. This shit was crazy.
It was crazy.
So much shit happened. So we have DX 2006 in parentheses because let's remember versus asterisk. This is not D-Generation. This is not D-Generation X. This is DX versus Rated RKO for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Before Rated RKO comes out, Triple H and Shawn are in the ring. And Triple H asks everyone in the crowd for their credit card info and their social security numbers.
Actually, I think the best description I've ever heard of DX 2006 was that these are men in their 40s trying to pretend like they were in their 30s, who were guys trying to act like 20-year-olds.
They were acting no. These were dudes in their 40s acting like dudes in their 30s trying to act like 15-year-olds.
It's just so
trying to showing off their junk and their butts all the time. And here's the one thing I will give 2006 DX, this t-shirt that they had with the naked Shawn and Triple H goes crazy. This shirt goes so crazy.
So DX, the original DX. Okay, I say original. Oh yeah, even Shawn and then Triple H's DX. They were about a lot of ass, dick, and pussy jokes.
That's shit right there.
But I feel like DX 2006. That's literally all they boiled down to. It was just, here is my sausage. Oh, I'm going to look up her skirt. Oh, it's a fucking cock on the screen.
Vince McMahon loves cocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. Wait, whoa, what? So basically they do the let's get ready to suck it. Well, when we saw this, we talked about it. Yeah, we were wondering how the fuck the Buffer brothers got sued the piss out of these dudes for this.
No idea how.
The saying some kind of gimmick. So Rated RKO come out and they just start brawling outside before they even enter the ring. At this sort of 2K game, the match had been thrown out before it even started. Michael sends Orton into the crowd, and they all start smacking his ass while he's hung over the barricade. Like everyone in the crowd just starts smacking Randy's ass.
And then he stops selling.
Yeah, then Orton immediately stops selling. He's like, nope. Damn,
which
bro.
Don't harass wrestlers.
Don't do that. But shit, that was funny.
Don't harass wrestlers.
That was funny though. I will give him that. Was pretty funny. And Edge gets back body dropped onto the ramp, which sounded gross because it's when they had the metal, the steel grating, which sounded disgusting. Anytime anyone hit it hard or stomped on it or anything, like any impact just sounded awesome, and that's why fucking
there was a no give on it, and I know it's
LED bullshit.
I know it sucks bumping on it, but damn it just looks so good looking and hearing it. Just, that clank and then seeing their body bounce off the ground.
It's the same thing with the fucking elimination chamber. They fucking pussified the shit out of it. Like, bro, I get that no one wants to bump on cold, hard steel grates, but did you have to put goddamn padding in there, bro?
Keeping wrestlers safe, A+, keeping wrestlers, allowing them to have a longer career and take more calculated risk.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but I want to see people fucking die.
That's great and all, but like,
I want the people to die.
Steel grates and
nothing sounds better.
And cramped spaces,
Hell yeah.
I don't want fat ass elimination chamber built for spots, super safe. The goddamn there's space between the turnbuckle and the
pods. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this?
The chamber itself, like, what? I want to see fucking dudes fall and their back start bleeding because they fucking scraped onto metal. That's what I want. I know dudes like Umaga and Rusev said that not wearing fucking shoes or boots
and they're sucked. Well, then stay in the ring, brother.
But that's their fault, goddammit. I don't know why they wouldn't wear gear.
Well, Rusev wore foot wraps until he broke his foot, and they started wearing combat, not like MMA boots. So he learned his lesson. The boy Miro, the epic gamer. So anyway, after that super nice bump, getting sidetracked, don't worry about that. Edge and Michaels finally get in the ring. The goddamn bell rings. Oh my goodness, all that shit happened before the match even started.
My favorite thing when a brawl breaks down into a tag match. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When a brawl just breaks down into
a well officiated contest.
Yep.
Yes. Double team moves from DX on Edge. Lots of work on him. Strong clothesline in the corner by Triple H. Orton manages to tag him but doesn't get much offense. Michaels quickly takes advantage of Randy, works over his bitch ass, letting him know this is what you get for shitting in those bags and grabbing your dick and shaking hands. Like, this is what you get. Michaels holds Randy's arms back while Triple H punches him so hard in the face he does a full 360 spin to feed to the next. That was crazy. Randy's draped under the bottom rope with his head hanging off the apron. Shawn does a Undertaker leg drop onto Randy, which the heel of his boot smashes Randy in the forehead and hardways that bitch. There's more punishment for being a dick in the back. You know how it is.
You know how it is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was weird considering, he got busted open hard and there was no flow.
Yep.
Gigs later in the match, and
there's flow. Oh, he almost died, bro. I thought it was Eddie. Hold on. We'll talk about it when we get there. Okay. But DX, both of them start working on the open wound on Randy's forehead from the heel of Shawn's boot, just punching him in the forehead. Triple H gets him in the headlock, just punching the fucking shit out of him. Oh my god. Just punching the shit. He's like, and oh my god. So they beat the piss out of him. Edge manages to tag in, gets the advantage on Triple H. Edge goes for a figure four, but gets launched into the post. Again, I don't know how the fuck you do this shit without it hurting you even a little bit. It's gotta hurt. Michaels then tags in and begins his hot tag comeback gimmick, flying forearm, atomic drop, body slam, you know the thing. Elbow drop, lands it all. Edge powders to the floor with Orton, and Shawn does this really shitty tope that they barely caught him.
Died had they not both been there to catch him. I mean, he just kind of just threw himself.
Yeah, and they barely even caught him. I was like, oh my god,
definitely
dude.
Going head first.
Yeah, for sure.
Barely rotated. He barely rotated.
I just both scared for a second. Jesus Christ. As HBK tries to enter the ring, he gets speared off the apron by Edge. That was pretty cool. Randy uses this opportunity to hit Michaels in the face with a tag title belt, and Sean's blade job was deep and bloody. It was super obvious, though. I fucking hate that it's so easy for us to tell when they're doing it. God, I hate it.
Stop being a smart, brother.
I can't, bro. Look, it's like taking the red pill in the Matrix, bro. It's like I want to go back. You can't forget once you know.
Yeah, there is no going back, unfortunately. I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Rope hung neckbreaker by Orton to HBK. I love me a fucking rope hung neckbreaker. That shit's so cool. Orton follows up with his patented Orton stomps, stomping all over this guy. Edge and Orton are keeping HBK isolated with his crimson mask, just bloody mess, just beating the piss out of him. Orton's pretty much getting his back on Sean for what he did earlier.
Yeah.
Pretty much hammers away on Sean's back with really hard forearms, just slamming on him. Michael starts to fight back like a cornered dog, like a scalded dog. He's fighting back. Orton manages to shut him right back down. Double team backbreaker. You know, Shawn Michaels worked the back. You know how it goes. Triple H breaks up the cover. Pretty sure Shawn probably would have kicked out. I'm sure he's fine. Edge gets Michaels in a butterfly stretch. The crowd is going crazy to get Shawn to tag in Triple H. They're going nutty bananas and crazy. Edge and HBK trading shots until Michaels dips under and back suplexes Edge. Looking for the tag. Edge prevents Shawn with a big boot to Shawn. Randy tags and prepares to RKO Shawn, but he manages to just kind of push him right off. Pretty much like the Twist of Fate earlier, just kind of push him off. Did you have something to say?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Michaels gets to the hot tag to Triple H. Triple H hits the double A spine buster on Orton, which this is where he blows his quad to absolute fucking smithereens. Absolutely. And you can tell it's when that happens because Triple H's pin attempt was so bad.
It was like he did the spine buster.
He just fell asleep.
Yeah, and his knee exploded. His leg exploded.
And the fact that Triple H went on for another like 5 minutes this is the definition of we've got another spot, kid. One more spot, kid.
One more spot.
This is the definition of it, except it's just happening to Triple H and not to anyone else, with Triple H being the one calling the spot.
Say whatever you will about goddamn Paul Levesque, Hunter Harrison.
But goddamn, this dude is committed.
This dude, 2 times in his career,
did this.
Destroyed his leg. I'm pretty sure it was the same leg.
Yep.
Just destroyed his leg in a match.
Kept going.
And continued the match.
All the way to the finish. And Triple H did some really fucked up shit. He kept doing crazy shit he should not have been doing.
People talk about the first match where, Jericho put him in the balls of Jericho on the gimmick. Mm-hmm. And that was cool and all.
But this is way worse.
He did a pedgree in this with a fucking busted up.
He did multiple.
leg.
He did multiple pedigrees after this.
Yeah.
He literally.
Fuck yeah! He did one to Orton on the table.
He does. So after he spine busters Orton and destroys his leg, he immediately gets up and does another spine buster, on Edge, which is like holy shit.
Leg, yeah.
Michaels hits a super kick on Orton, which sends him out of the ring, and then Edge gets rid of Shawn. The Triple H manages. I don't know how the fuck he did this, bro. It's crazy. The willpower this guy has. He hits a pedigree on Edge, but he kicks out. Why? I don't know. One more spot, kid.
I know they weren't supposed to win, but
fuck it.
After a while, I was just like, you guys gotta fucking home. You
gotta go home with this shit. Shawn at this point decides to do what we do best, and that's take liberties with this match. And he literally just takes the referee the fuck. He's like, you bitch.
The ref doesn't call it.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. So
he doesn't throw up an X or nothing. This is 2007, baby.
Punch the ref.
He just takes him out.
Have to get us DQ'd so this match can end. And then
none of that happened because there was no ref to call a DQ. They didn't even play anyone else down. They said, fuck it, this match is fucked.
Yeah, they just threw the match out. But realistically, I guess they probably Shawn did.
Yeah. So after Sean says the referee, Sean busts Randy over the head with a chair, which winds up opening him like a fucking stuck pig. Like this was bro, the pool of blood that Randy Orton left after all was said and done here was like horrifying.
It was everywhere. Literally everywhere he was.
There was blood. There's a pool of blood instantly.
There's a pool of blood in the ring. There was a pool of blood on two different sides of the padding on the outside.
Yep.
And there was blood on that back barricade right behind
where he was set up because he was just laying there bleeding out.
Right on the commentators, and there was blood on the table.
It was so fucked up.
There was just blood every. There was so.
Randy's entire body is covered in blood. Like literally, his entire body was red.
Yeah, it was awful. It was horrible. Loved it though.
Yeah. So Triple H and Shawn just go to town on both members of Rated RKO with chairs. Shawn clears both announce tables. I don't know why the fuck he did this. Triple H pedigrees Edge on one table. Ridiculous. The table didn't even break. That's crazy. That's the worst part. It didn't even break. Why does Triple H why is he just incapable of breaking tables?
A dude on a table didn't break.
And then Shawn elbow drops Randy through the other one, and then they celebrate while Randy Orton is literally dying.
That was the Spanish announce table, so you know it's good.
Yeah, but like Randy Orton was literally dying.
Yeah, I feel like they probably could have traded tables, honestly. Just let.
Like, bro, fucking Shawn's ribs can take it. He's fine.
Yeah, he cleared the table. He made the fucking hit.
Yeah,
so he would.
He knew.
Right. He was on the table. He could have done the same bump. Hell, I think the turnbuckle or the post that he would have jumped from is closer to that table when he jumped through the Spanish announce table.
So fucked up. Just how long it took for any medics to get to Randy is insane to me. I mean, look, I get it's 2007, but holy shit, my guy was like actually going to die.
No, yeah.
This was literally like this. This was pretty much the same thing as Eddie Guerrero at what was it, Great American Bash, 2004. Like this was like he cut way too deep.
Way too deep.
Yeah, this is one of those video packages in the future they would put black and white filter over, even if it was 2007. Like this is too much.
Yeah.
I don't see this. There are death matches where people aren't bleeding this much.
Genuinely.
Like, holy shit, bro. It's crazy.
This is why I was confused, because he got busted open. And like he got busted open for a shoot. And he was definitely bleeding.
But not much.
It was a trickle. You know, there was some trickling and some streakage, but it dried up and it kind of went on his business. This, he just started leaking, bro.
Yeah, literally his face, his chest, his legs, arms. The only part of his body not just completely plastered in his own plasma was his back.
And it makes me a little. Another thing that confused me is if he was gonna get. I think I told you if the plan was to gig, I don't understand how he didn't fucking start pouring when he got busted open. Because my
only guess is that Sean's heel did not dig deep enough to really get in there.
Yes, but I know there's some ways to really.
Well, yeah, you can take aspirin because those thin out your blood so you'll bleed better, or you can even pre-cut a little bit of your forehead before you go out or something, like rake it with a fork to kind of loosen up the skin.
That's what Devon and Dusty Rhodes and
fucked up because they rake their foreheads before their matches.
That's why they all have that horrible scar tissue.
Yeah. Can't catch me doing that. So Triple H and Shawn Michaels celebrate the murder of Randy Orton as they leave. And this match just had no ending. Triple H somehow walking out of there. It was crazy. Can't believe that dude
exploded his leg. Yeah.
It's even crazier. He came in from a quad in 7 months. Triple H and John Cena are just built so fucking different. Their healing abilities are just out of this world.
He had 2 quad injuries, and at that Blood Money show, he tore his pec in that match with Kane and the Undertaker.
Yep.
Finished the match. So the dude's fucking insane. He's just an absolute monster.
Yeah, Triple H is say what you will about, the Reign of Terror and the Golden Shovel and the Golden Shuffle, but
Triple H did with what anyone would have done if given the opportunity, and I don't care.
Yeah. To be fair, if I were in charge of if I had a good say in my own booking, I would also put myself over literally everyone.
And to be fair, he was already rising to the main event before he was there. He was like, yeah, he was pretty much in the main event before he even married. He just happened to become a McMahon, and then
Yeah, just be like that. It just happens.
It just be like that. It really do.
What can you do? So then we go to John Cena backstage talking about how no one up to this point has been able to defeat Umaga, which I'll talk more about our booking together after this match ends, because this whole thing could have been so much more if they just fucking thought about it for more than 5 minutes. He takes the piss out of the pre-match interview trope, talking about, we're in the pre-match, and I'm going to talk about how I'm going to shoot lightning out of my ass, and then he says some kind of racist shit about Umaga not speaking English, whatever. Being John Cena. That's just John Cena. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, what the fuck can you do? I mean, the dude sold lunchboxes and shit, so whatever.
True,
And then we move on to probably the worst placed match. This match, first off, these two should not have even been in this spot, and anyone who was in this spot was going to die a death no matter what, because of what just happened and what's coming next. So, in this spot, we had this fodder Carlito and Torrie Wilson versus Chris Masters match. Now, here's the one thing. This match is happening purely because Chris Masters bum rushed and incapacitated Torrie Wilson after she was attacked by Victoria and put her ass in a master lock.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reason he did that was, but I just
did it.
Man saw a piece of meat, and he sicked on it. And fucking Christ, I can't believe he did that. 2007 was a different era. Boom, boom. Oh man. Fucking Christ. This match is pretty nothing, just a bunch of bullshit. Bit of a brawl at the start. Carlito double legs Masters, which is kind of weird considering that Masters is like 1.5 times Carlito's size.
It was very weird. Very first move
is a double leg.
Takedown.
Get on the mat.
The first move of the match was Chris Masters bumping for Carlito. That was so weird.
Yeah, especially because what's even more weird to me is that Carlito in this match is a babyface, and I do not have any recollection of Carlito ever being a babyface.
The only time I can really remember Carlito being a babyface is
he was like with Primo.
Yeah, he and Primo unified the.
Man, that was fucking. Oh my god, that was almost 11 years ago. Holy shit.
Yes, it was.
My god.
With Gene Bret Hart.
Yeah. Gene Bret Hart in the sharpshooter and the whoa shit and the U.S. title.
We're gonna eventually get to that counterpoint in TNA 4 years or so.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll be pretty nice. Bunch of bullshit. Carlito with a drop kick after escaping a back suplex. Then, did the little backflip out of it, do a drop kick. Double springboard. This is crazy. So Carlito springboards off of the top on one side and then jumps to the other side and then does a moonsault. This is some straight Ray Phoenix shit. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. So I mean, hey, he was trying for this crowd that did not give a shit about this match.
Yeah.
Masters recovers, tries for a master lock, but Carlito managed to repeatedly just kind of like slip out of it, just kind of like fall down, slip out, before he gets locked into it. Carlito with the up and over in the corner, and Masters lariats his dumbass out of his shitty boots. Oh my goodness. He killed him. Carlito manages to come back a little bit, hits a kitchen sink knee onto Masters, and then goes for a flapjack. Wheelbarrow into a deep cover by Masters for the win. After the match, Masters puts Carlito in the Master Lock and just fucking kills him. Leaves, but then comes back to the ring to get a piece of Tori before she like just runs out of the ring. He's like, "Oh my god, I don't want to do this, please don't." Bro, fucking I feel like it's just Chris Masters trying to test what Tori's into, you know? Like, are you into this girl? Or some shit? Like, I don't know what the fuck he's up to, just trying to put Tori Wilson into the goddamn Master Lock. Like, bro, she didn't ask for this. Didn't even ask for consent first. It's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
You
I don't know.
ask. And then we move into the main event. We have Umanga with Armando Estrada. Or you do it much better than I do. What's this dude's name?
Armando Andro Estrada.
Yeah, I guess that's his name. Versus Jonathan Lamar Aloysius Cena. John Cena from the mean streets of middle upper class West Newbury, Massachusetts.
You know, it's hard times.
For the WWE Championship. Now look, bro.
You know,
I know that. Hold on. I know that a lot of people fucking hate this belt design, but on John Cena, it looks pretty right.
well, you are right. I do fucking hate that belt, but it does look decent on Cena.
Like John Cena exclusively, it looks good on.
Yeah, only him. It's his belt. It only looks good on him.
Yeah, and then what's more fucked up is it's his belt, but they ran with it for from 2005 to 2013. So for 8 years they had this belt. 8 years. They had the undisputed title for like 2.
Yeah.
And the undisputed title is beautiful.
Yeah, from 2002 until
2005.
Oh, 5? Yeah, 2.5 years.
Yeah, when Cena won it. This bastard.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Anyway, what I was going to say is, even as a kid, I never Umaga is speaking, grunts and I guess Samoan and just yelling and screaming and not really speaking, but Cuban.
He's speaking Umaga.
But, Cuban Armando Alejandro Estrada could understand him perfectly and translate and speak to him. And I never, bro, I know, I'm telling you,
this guy is a fucking Umaga whisperer. That's why he works for him.
I know the real answer, they're just 2 brown guys throw them together, say they can't, or say they speak another language, and bada bing, bada boom.
Good enough. No one who watches this program knows what either one of them are saying because I'm Vince McMahon and I know everything. Nah.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but what can you do? I was surprised that this match didn't start with a collar and elbow. I was expecting it the way they were kind of pacing around each other in the ring.
The cage match did, so
yeah, why not the main event with Umanga, right? Match starts with John throwing a bunch of really, shitty John Cena punches. Doing a lot of dodging around Umaga's rushes. He runs at him into the corner, counters with a bulldog. Umaga flips his shit. He's pissed that he's got hit by a bulldog. Oh my god, this fucking white boy. Oh my god. John tries to intercept Umaga on the apron, but gets thrown onto the floor from inside and just splats, as John Cena does every single time he does something like this. Respect. Umaga shoots Cena off the ropes in the ring and hits a mean. Oh my god, there's a mean fucking Samoa drop. He's main event, baby. Cena powers to the apron. Umaga tackles him into the announce table. Just kind of flies. Umaga on the outside pursues. Somehow even more offense, trying to kill John Cena. I don't blame him. Fuck that guy. Cena tries to come back with a body press on Umaga, but he's too heavy for that shit. And John falls on his ass and back. Umaga lands like a home run driver slam thing. I don't know what you'd call this. I've always known as a home run driver because of Kevin Owens. But Cena begins a comeback with his dive over bulldog thing that he does. But Umaga cuts him off immediately with this big...
I think it's the...
the chain.
It's not the protoplex because his little half blue thunder bomb is the protoplex. I think it's something. I think it's a shout out to his prototype days. I just can't remember the name of it.
It's called the Chain Gang Bulldog. I don't know what the fuck he calls that shit. All I know is that's like John Cena's whole gimmick right there, just doing weird moves. Yeah. But Umaga comes back immediately with this big flying kick. Oh my god. Seeing it do like Umaga do flying kicks is never. I mean, that shit never gets old. Big dude just throwing feet around. Armando is giving Umaga directions because Umaga can understand him because, yep, tells him to destroy John Cena. Said Umaga, crush. That's for true. Umaga then decides, you know what? I'm going to use repeated ass drops on this guy's chest, which he does. Yeah. He does it like 2 or 3 times until Cena gets his knees up and low blows Umaga right in front of the referee. Yep. John Cena things. Cena tries for an FU, but Umaga, once again, is too heavy to lift, despite the fact that we saw John Cena FU the Big Show at WrestleMania when he was smaller.
No, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. Memory. What a bitch I have for having a memory. What are you talking about? Umaga throws Cena over the top and splats him again on the floor. Umaga is just absolutely shithousing Cena in this match, to be honest. Gathering just tons of sympathy for John Cena here. Umaga logs in a nerve pinch on the back of Cena's neck, which John fights out of with the encouragement of the women and children in attendance. Because as anyone could tell, if you really listen, whenever you hear "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants, "Let's go Cena" is always higher pitched, and "Cena sucks" is always much lower pitched. Cena sucks. Although, you know, I will admit that these days I am missing a little John Cena in my life. I won't lie, you know. Yeah, I miss him.
I think I would agree with you.
Umaga cuts John off and tries a top rope diving headbutt, but that doesn't really work out for him. Both men trade strikes, and Cena gets the better of Umaga. What is this goddamn King's Road bullshit?
Well, you know.
Cena runs the ropes and tries to fell the big old monster, but Umaga strikes Cena in his stomach, just dropping him instantly. Just like die. Take all the air right out of him. Cena manages to come back, get some offense, throws Umaga into the top of the ring post, and goddamn, that looked spooky. I hate that shit. He does his protoplex spin out bomb suplex gimmick.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to remember the fucking other name of that bulldog gimmick.
Goes for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Can't believe that name's still okay today.
Oh, well, you know, masturbation.
Masturbation jokes, lol. Cena tries the FU again, but just cannot lift Umaga, so he gets dropped. This is ridiculous. Umaga gets Cena into the trio woe and headbutts him. Just runs him and headbutts him. Umaga sets it for a big booty smash. I don't know what else you can really call it besides a big booty smash. But Cena dodges and rolls up Umaga, ending his over a year-long undefeated streak. Because reasons. So at the end of this,
LOL.
Cena wins LOL for sure. See, what we talked about after this match is I don't know, because this could have been a real big story for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I mean, this probably didn't happen purely because of Triple H getting hurt. That's my theory. Because what they could have easily done is had Umaga win this match, become champion, have Cena win the fucking what's it called? The fucking maybe the Elimination Chamber, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Maybe that was a SmackDown pay-per-view that year. No Way Out. Yeah, it was. I don't know. Do something so John Cena gets the number 1 contendership back or something. But have it so that Umaga holds the title till WrestleMania, and Cena has to chase him for his title back, so that instead of ending Umaga's undefeated streak on some fucking B pay-per-view at the beginning of January, you have it happen at WrestleMania where it means a lot more. Because I really do not understand.
Yeah, quick 3-month title reign for Umaga. You know, undefeated heel. You have the Valiant
babyface who defeats him at the grandest stage of them all. Hey, bro, this shit writes itself. Literally, I came up with this in 30 seconds.
He was almost there. Vince was almost.
It's almost what?
All he had to do was have Cena lose. He was almost. But
yeah,
Cena won with a roll up.
At least in like 2015, they did the right thing and had Rusev win that one match before WrestleMania. But
But I mean, Umaga never recovered.
Never. Yeah, Umaga literally never recovered from this loss ever. Never.
Neither did Rusev or Bray Wyatt, actually.
Yeah.
After their encounters with Cena.
Yeah. John Cena with the golden shovel. The golden shuffle.
Now, but he wasn't great for a really long time.
I mean, hey, even he admits that the whole Nexus thing was a bad move, so he knows. Yeah. He knows. Sometimes you should put the story over the toy sales.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, he admits it in hindsight, but people at the time telling him that it was a bad idea, and Vince had the finish as nothing over.
Yeah, he's like, nah, you know what? I need to win this actually because that would hurt my character.
You could say it's a bad thing in hindsight, but everyone was telling you it was a bad thing, and it wasn't even the original finish. So cool.
Yeah, but at least he knows. It'd be different if he was just like, I don't know what the problem is. Fucking sink or swim business, kid.
Sink or swim.
Well, that was WWE New Year's Revolution 2007. Not a bad show by any means. It's a pretty good show besides that Flair Dykstra match and that Carlito Masters match, which made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the show was pretty solid up and down. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10.
It was fine.
I think it's a fair.
It was
7, 6.8. I'm a fair guy. I'm a pretty nice guy. Maybe a little generous on, but what can I say?
Yeah, it was a real good match. Or a good show, I mean. I know. Fuck. So.
Yep. So I guess that's it. Let's plug our shit and get the fuck out of here, brother.
Yep. So, this is Team Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast. It's called The Throwback.
Oh, hell not.
It's called The Throwback.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. Did that just come to you just now? Or were you looking it up?
Yeah, I was thinking of it the whole time.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Look at you, wrestling historian. Maybe you're the... Shit, no, you're the professor.
It was going to piss me off. But yeah, it's called Throwback. Anyway, that was Taking Liberty fucking episode, what is it, 16, 17?
17.
Fuck. Okay.
We've been at it.
So we're on episode 20. Sweet. We're almost at episode 20, even the show's coming up on the 1 year anniversary.
Don't worry about that.
Anyway.
We take liberties, bro.
Yeah, anyway, if you guys want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/TLProWrestPod. You can follow the Twitter at TLProWrestPod. You can find us on YouTube at Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, I think, Owl, Bullhorn.
Oh, hell yeah. You better find us on the Bullhorn.
So many places, just so many. Look us up, shout us out, send us to your wrestling pals. Just do the damn thing.
Let them know that you are a real liberty taker.
Right. And you can even, like I said, become a patron. $1 is, I actually don't remember. It's been a while since tiers. I know $5 is the Q&A, and then $10 gimmick is the.
Yeah, it'd be very cool to eventually start doing a Q&A set, because I'm sure, Yeah. I'm sure there are questions out there that we could certainly answer, whether anyone wants us to or
we've
not.
got 2 patrons now, so if they wanna ask us questions for the show, they can.
Oh, for sure. Well,
yeah,
I think that's it. So, Let's wrap this shit up and get the fuck out of here, bro.
All right. Episode 17. We will see you guys next time.
See you later, you freaks.